Okay, so if you've been watching my stream for the past few weeks, you understand that I've been working on building a profitable penny stock system. I've been having mixed results, but this past week I saw some crazy good results by making a few specific changes to a few select strategies. And so make sure to stick around because that is what we're going over in today's video. What's up team, it's John from Beginner Trading. I'm still pretty sunburnt and tired, and so I didn't feel like pulling the 4K camera out today, but if you want to help support our channel, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button below, and if you click the bell next to it, you'll get an alert every single time we go live. To delve deeper into what my system is all about with penny stocks, you have to understand the backtesting results that we got testing different strategies. I have a lot of videos on these, and so I suggest you go watch all of those videos as well, but two of the specific strategies that I've chosen to include in my system so far are the moving average crossover using the 12 EMA and the 26 SMA and the pre-market high break. The moving average crossover during the backtesting session showed extreme promise with its accuracy rate and reliability. One of the things that really impressed me was how reliable this setup and strategy actually was within the first 30 minutes after the market opened. I think the logic here is that after the first 30 minutes, volume and stocks on average slow down more, and so they're ultimately more choppy, and the moving average crossover just kind of fakes you out after that. But if you attack it right after the open, it can just be a really solid strategy that I've been using on an everyday basis. The other strategy being the pre-market high break, and I did a lot of testing on this one as well. One of the big indications during that testing was stocks that actually break the pre-market high on average are just much stronger than stocks that don't. And I know that might sound a little bit obvious, but looking for stocks to break the pre-market high and solely betting on those to move up has been a pretty accurate strategy and overall very reliable as well. And again, when I'm talking about these strategies, the sample size that I'm using is mostly gapping up penny stocks with good volume. That's usually what I'm testing and trading these strategies on because ultimately this is a penny stock system that I'm building. The overarching point of this video though is to show you the exact times I trade each of these strategies under the right conditions and exactly how I approach these strategies with my new penny stock system. Again, this has showed me pretty solid results and I'm really turning a corner building this system, and so I just want to update you all on that. Let's take a look. So when I wake up in the morning, I'm usually checking out the gappers list from Trade Ideas, trying to find the best volume stocks that are actually gapping up in big percentage ways. Usually, most of the time, these are going to be driven by a catalyst, whether it be FDA approval for biotech stocks, good earnings, so forth and so on. And so I'm really trying to find the best gapping stocks that have the most volume, and then I'm looking for a few specific conditions. The first one is that I'm looking for stocks that are actually pulling back some. The stock can make a decent run after gapping up, but I do want to see the stock below the Vwap and ultimately pulling back from the highs. If the stock is too close around the highs, it's not really going to work super well for the moving average crossover. The reason being is that what I found to be the most successful with the moving average crossover is stocks that open up, number one, below the Vwap, but also that cross over in the first 15 minutes. And so when I'm looking at the gapping stocks every morning, I'm just trying to document the stocks that are actually running up really nicely and gapping up, but have since pulled back some and are underneath the Vwap. That way, when the opening bell rings, I can really focus on those specific stocks for the crossover because those have an incredibly high accuracy rate if you have the discipline to wait for them. And again, once I actually made this tweak to my own specific trading system, I really haven't lost very much using this specific method. The only losses I've taken in the last week were actually me trading separate strategies that really weren't included on this list. But every single day when I would attack the moving average crossover in the first 15 minutes in a gapping stock that opens up underneath the Vwap, it usually works out really well, and it's been a really nice consistent streak of wins since making that change. And so with all of that said, after the first 15 minutes have passed and I've hopefully caught a few moving average crossovers, once that 15 minutes is up, I then pivot to pre-market high breaks. And so I attack the moving average crossover specifically in the first 15 minutes only, and then after that I move on to the pre-market high break strategy. This has worked out really well, and out of the last 7 trades, I've only had 1 loss total. And so it's been a really accurate way to trade with different time areas for each strategy, and like I said, it just works really well. I think the reason this works is because number 1, it helps to limit over trading. I think before I had designated times for each strategy, I would just kind of get lost in the confusion and all the chaos of the market open. I would trade multiple different strategies, I would trade over and over again, basically just giving money back to the market. But once I got a little bit more selective and disciplined and specifically gave each strategy its own time designation, then I started to see a lot more consistent results, I started to see a lot more profits, and overall it's just been a much better way to trade these strategies. Now that I really have a solid game plan and a really accurate and profitable way to approach penny stocks, I'm going to start scaling up in size more, and I think that's the natural evolution of system building. Now that I know what works, I can start to increase size and specifically focus on what is actually making me money and hopefully start running up my small account. At least that's the goal at this point. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you want more information on both of these strategies, I'll include a few links to our backtesting results in this video's description. And another really nice way to help support our channel is by checking out Trader Mike's Discord. It's super active and it's a penny stock Discord that has a lot of talented traders there, and it's really the reason I got back involved testing and ultimately trading these penny stocks. And so like I said, I'll include that link below as well. Another way to help support our channel is by checking out the Toro Challenge. It's a subscription-based funded account challenge. They give you a sim account, and if you can make $1,500 in profit while following the rest of their rules, they'll legit fund you $25K so you can actively day trade with a profit split. If you pay quarterly, it's only about $150 a month, and a lot of paper trading platforms alone cost that, and so in my opinion it's a solid deal, especially if you pay quarterly. Yet another way to help support us is by checking out Webull. You can get 2 free stocks if you sign up and deposit $100, and so I'll include all of those links below. And again, these are all great ways to help support our free content here. Remember, anytime you build a system, it's usually going to take some time. You're not going to win right away. You're going to have to tweak things, figure out what works, why it works, and when it works. And once you do that, it'll be a lot easier to find success and a lot easier to ultimately grow your account. And so I hope that makes sense. Like I said, if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Good luck in the markets, guys. Remember to treat your trading account like your bank account, and we'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching, team.